Hey there, this is Showing Teeth, and you are listening to the Viktor Wilt Show on K-Bear 101.
All right, joining me here on the show today, an artist I'm very excited to talk to. We've been playing this artist for months now, since whenever Labyrinth came out. We got Showing Teeth hanging out. How's it going?
Good, thank you so much for playing the songs. It's so amazing.
Yeah, I was just sitting here scheduling music one day and just had YouTube running in the background. And, it's running through random videos. And all of a sudden I hear this awesome scream. Just, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can't do it. I got a bit of a sore throat. I'm like, immediately just jump over. I got to check out this video. And the song just blew my mind. Had never heard of the band. So immediately got a copy of it because I was like, we got to play this for the listeners. And fine work on that song as well as the other ones that have been released so far. How did the band come together? You just kind of blew up out of nowhere and blew up huge.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not really a traditional band. It's more of a singer-songwriter situation of like, it's all just from my head of, it's like a thematic universe kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I started posting videos of myself practicing online, and that kind of gained its own following. And then I basically reintroduced myself as showing teeth, which is what I've always wanted to do. And thankfully, people stuck around. And yeah, just been putting out the songs. I have a couple of people that I really love writing with, but yeah, the live band is very different from everything else that I'm kind of doing in the writing sphere.
I was going to ask about if there was a difference between the live band and the studio musicians. I saw you guys play at Sick New World in Vegas. It was awesome. You crushed it. Um,
Thank you.
and you're definitely surrounded by like super talented musicians. So it is a different lineup when you play live than who you generally work with in the studio.
Yeah, yeah. So the co-writer situation, I got connected super randomly with my producer, Dan Book. We met online. He was following my like practicing videos and just offered to help in any way he could. But I hadn't really worked with anyone before and was avoiding it, but he was just so helpful and wasn't too pushy. There's a lot of people in the metal sphere that just want to write music for you, and I felt like I was a pretty good songwriter already, so didn't like that. So Dan just being willing to be like a helping hand and a extra ear was really the most helpful. And we write really well together. And he introduced me, connected me to Matt Halpern from Periphery, who plays drums on the record. Um, but he was more of a mentor at first because he knew I was a huge fan. And it wasn't until he heard a couple of the demos that he was like, "Hmm, I could maybe play drums on some of this." And then that turned into writing together, and it just turned into a fun music family. And he introduced me to Zach Munowitz, who plays guitar on a lot of the songs. So, yeah, very fun, organic music family. And, whatever happens in a song is great, but we don't really force anything as far as the co-writing goes.
The songwriting, if you're doing it, do you do it remotely or get together in person?
Predominantly remotely. I'm very antisocial. And so I kind of am a bit of a recluse and will like hoard up in my room for a while and write a bunch of songs. And oh gosh, did my microphone change? I think it's back.
There we go.
But yeah, I work best kind of on my own. So it'll be more of like I will have some ideas, write a bunch of stuff, and then I'll be like, Zach, I need a riff like this. And then we'll kind of bounce back and forth an idea. And because, like, I love writing guitar stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like he's a fantastic guitar player. I'll come up with an idea, but he'll make it a billion times better. So, and I love good guitar music, so would rather have the pro.
Heck yeah. Well, and as a, kind of nerd for prog metal, the time structures, the riffage, the songs being just of so many different styles. Like I said, the minute I heard Labyrinth, it immediately clicked. Probably listened to it like 5 times in a row. And I was taking music calls that day. So I'm talking to reps about other bands. I'm like, well, hey, before we get off the phone, have you heard of this band Showing Teeth? And
Thank you.
it just turned out one of the guys I was talking to, he looked into you because he got blown away too and was like, oh, I know their manager. So,
Oh,
um,
amazing.
yeah, I was able to connect and, was hoping to chat with you months ago, but I was having some technical problems. So sorry for
It's
the
all
delay.
good.
But the
No, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
timing's good because you got a lot of stuff going on. You've got the new EP coming out on September 4th, which the label was kind enough to send me so I could check the whole thing out. Excellent work. Fans have only heard 3 songs so far. We're playing all 3 of them. Rip, as well as, of course, Labyrinth. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of times we played Labyrinth. I had it in a power rotation. And then the latest one, Bad Exchanges, which did the video just come out like 2 days ago?
Yeah. Yeah, it just came out.
Really cool video. Um, and, you know, thinking of your vocals, like I said, that was the first thing that got my attention was that scream at the beginning of Labyrinth. You seem to approach your heavy vocals in a different way than a lot of bands do nowadays. It kind of reminded me of like some of my favorite bands from when I was younger, from like Louisiana, a little bit of like that acid bath screechiness and things like that.
Thank you.
Who are some of your vocal influences?
Well, I mean, one of the things that I think is important to note about the showing teeth, I guess, multiverse is that I never intended on being a vocalist. A lot of the demos I would write, I always just wanted someone else to sing them, because I'd never sang before. And so practicing kind of just became like, oh, well, I need to record these demos. And then it just turned into like, well, I'm already doing it. So yeah, screaming was never something I intended on being good at, just kind of means to an end, I guess. So yeah, there's really no serious like studying of technique. It's kind of just a lot of anger, a lot of rage. I would say vocally, I'm most inspired by like Spencer from Periphery, Phil from Whitechapel. Um, just anything shouty and angry, and but also like those guys are very technically detailed. So I'd say kind of a mix of everything. I just like the emotion, and I feel like those guys can really get across emotion super well, whereas sometimes the really technical vocals don't. Yeah, it's all about conveying whatever words I'm saying.
Well, and with heavy vocals, one thing that a lot of bands seem to struggle with, or I don't know if it's a struggle, but you mentioned like Phil from Whitechapel and such. Those guys can write catchy, heavy vocals that, they get stuck in your head, like Pantera and stuff back in the day. A lot of bands now, they just pummel you to death, which I love. But when you can get some really heavy vocals just stuck in your head like a just toxic earworm, you're doing it right. And, uh,
Thank you.
and it's
Yeah,
been
I love being pummeled to death too. But I think it is the biggest thing is the emotion, and I think you can definitely tell when a vocalist is putting that emotion into the lyrics and the screaming, and it definitely makes a difference.
and the other 3, I guess there's technically 4 songs on the EP. The second to last one's kind of an intro to the final track, Paradigm. What of the other tracks that listeners haven't heard would be, your favorite?
My favorite. It's interesting because these songs I actually wrote them. It's been over a year now that they've been done, so probably almost 2 years when I wrote them. Um, just been sitting on it for a while. So Shallow Grave is a fun one because that was like probably the first song I wrote with showing teeth in mind, like actually considering being the vocalist of a project like this. Um, so it's kind of like the baby, the special angel that I have nurtured into this, and it's definitely got parts of it that are very like writing wise kind of immature, but I think that's why I'm so fond of it because it's like definitely just a spew of like thoughts and feelings, and that's a fun one. It's a little angry, a little dancey, a little all over the place.
Yeah, I loved the EP. I'm definitely going to play it in full on my morning show on release day.
Thank you.
Um, thank you again to the label for sending it to me so I could check it out early and get a taste. Coming out September 4th. The album's called A Fate Worse Than Loneliness. And congrats on signing to Spinefarm. Great label.
Thank you. Yeah, Spinefarm and Republic, they're both so wonderful, and I can't believe it. I don't know how this even happened, but they really believe in it, which is just so lovely.
Well, I could see why. I mean, anytime I see somebody post a question about who's a new band I should check out, you see threads with a lot of bands that have been around for 5, 10 years. I'm like, no, check out Chilling Teeth. This is a new band that will blow your mind. And I really hope rock radio can get on board with it. Like to me, Labyrinth in 2026 is someone who, grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, and the biggest bands were rock and metal bands. Um, you know, I think Labyrinth and all the songs, I mean, sound great on the radio. Labyrinth in the mix, even if it goes into Johnny Cash Hurt afterward, it just stands out so much. And I wish radio would be a little more brave on trying new sounds. It takes them forever. Like Poppy, for example, another artist we were the first rock station to play. I'm screaming at everybody to play Poppy, hitting up Vinny at Octane. Electric Callboy, same deal. Another artist we were the first to play. And you guys, I tried to get Vinny to go with Labyrinth, and he's like, I'll pass it to Jose for Liquid Metal. But I was like,
Yeah.
all right, come on, Vinny. So hopefully some of the other
May
tracks, maybe we can get them rolling on nationwide rock radio because they stand out so much.
It'd be awesome. Maybe when I'm older. I guess yeah, I'm always honored when I hear it because to me, like the songs are pretty crazy, and I already get surprised when people are even like following us on social media. So hearing it on the radio is even more like, what the heck is happening? But in the best way possible. It's obviously a dream.
Well, okay, bothering all my radio friends about it. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
give them a few years because Poppy, Electric Callboy, Sleep Token, a lot of
Huge.
those
They're
artists.
huge.
Yeah, it took them till they were busting out arenas till radio got on board. And I'm like, are you guys not looking at? I don't know why the Summoning wasn't a number one rock radio hit, but what do I know?
Beats me.
Yeah, yeah, kind of crazy.
Sick.
And so you got the EP coming out, but you also just booked a tour with another band that just blew up out of nowhere, President. Congrats
Yeah.
on that.
Thank you. It's crazy. They're super lovely, super nice. We played a show together with Beartooth. Um, and yeah, I didn't know much about them, but it was like, oh my God, I was blown away. They sound incredible.
Oh yeah, and just a unique presence, unique sound. I haven't had the opportunity to see them live yet, but with the upcoming tour, we do have a couple dates coming to our region. Going to be in Salt Lake at the Depot on the 28th of September, and then in Boise at the Revolution Concert House October 1st. So I'd definitely be stoked to see you, in an indoor venue. Sick New World was great, but when you're one of the first bands of the day and the sun's beating down, I mean, it
Oh,
still is
I
awesome.
was shaking in my boots.
Yeah, because that was, I think one of your first few shows.
Yeah, no, we'd never played a festival, and so that was kind of horrifying, and also our first time flying for anything. So, and all my guys in my band are pretty young. Now we have Jacob on bass, who has been around touring for a while, but the Sig New World show, we're all babies out here. It's all my guys from Nashville. They're very young. I'm also young, so we're just like, oh my gosh, what the heck are we doing? But it was fun. It was just scary.
Yeah. So is this your first band you've done live shows with?
No, I played bass for years, but it's definitely my first band I've like traveled remotely far to play shows, and it's my first band being a vocalist.
Right on. And some of the other shows you played prior to Sick and World, some like big shows. What was it like to jump to something massive like the shows you just leapt into?
It was horrifying. I'm not gonna lie, like it's one of those things that obviously front facing people just see the shows, but like behind the scenes, like it's really hard for me to accept things like this because I'm not used to it, and I am the kind of person to just be like, oh, maybe next time. Like I'm too scared to do it this time, but can't turn those things down, especially when it's like Beartooth comes out of nowhere and offers you something. It's like that's the opportunity of a lifetime. And so it's like no matter how scared you are, you just have to do it. Um, and it was awesome. I definitely almost cried both days before going on stage, but I'm very glad I did it. It was everyone was so lovely too, so supportive.
Oh, and Caleb's one of the nicest guys in rock. Like, I don't think
Oh
it
my
gets much
God.
better than him.
No, he gave me the best pep talk I think I've ever received in my life before going on stage in Milwaukee. I can't thank him enough for just his kindness. Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Well, I'm really excited to make it to one of those shows. We'll definitely, like I said, continue to play tracks from the EP, play that whole thing when it comes out. And are you using the picture of the cat for the EP cover?
Yeah, that's my cat, Michael. She's a girl,
Michael,
though. Yeah.
a girl named Michael.
Yeah, she's beautiful. It's actually a picture of her yawning, so if anyone's worried about her safety, she's very happy. She's not constantly screaming. It's just a really funny picture.
Yeah, is she who's been walking back and forth a bit during the call?
No, that's Stanley. He doesn't like when I talk to my computer because it's not him. So,
Well, I got four of them, so I know how they can be.
yeah, he wants attention, and then Michael's probably hunting for bugs.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
Good thing to have cats around for. Yeah, I haven't seen. Well, I used to only have two cats, and then my wife moved in, dragged in two more cats, a dog, and then we ended up getting a gecko, and
Mm,
it's just a zoo.
that's
Um,
good.
it's good, other than oh man, trying to acclimate two different households of cats that all have strong attitudes. Man, yeah, thankfully, after almost a year, they're getting along pretty good.
Yeah, they're all friends.
So yeah, as a cat guy, when the video popped up for Labyrinth, the just audio only, and it was a cat, I'm like, all right, hell yeah,
Feel feels natural.
yeah.
Very true to spirit.
Well, very cool. And you just got the two cats?
Yep, just the two of those guys. They're lovely though. But yeah, that's all I surround myself with is my cats and nature. So that's about it.
Well, if you want your house to turn into a complete disaster, lots of peeing, but just upgrade to four and you'll be good to go.
I probably would, honestly. I love cats. I'm thinking about a third.
Yeah, three's I think a good max. Four's a lot,
Yeah.
but they're I like them all. So, and it was funny
Yeah.
that you had a girl cat named Michael because we don't know what if the gecko's a boy or girl, so it's just Jacob.
That's
So
a that's a good name for a boy or a girl, I think.
yeah, so we'll find out one of these days. But
I
you
love
know, I
Jacob.
well, I'll let my wife's daughter know that you really love the name. So,
Jacob's a beautiful name for a girl.
well, I can't thank you enough for chatting with me today and wishing the band all the luck. I think you're going to blow up huge. It sounds like if these songs have been around for a year or two, you probably got some more in store. And ooh, definitely can't wait to hear more. Anything that's not on the EP that's going to be played on the upcoming tour?
Yes, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've already been kind of sneaking in some things at the Count Your Blessings anniversary show. We snuck in an even newer song, and there might be some more little nuggets on the President tour.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear more. Wishing you all the luck in the world. And again, everybody, if you want to get details on Showing Teeth, showingteeth.com, you should go see them in Boise or Salt Lake. It'll be awesome. Pick up the EP September 4th. You got some sweet merch on your website. I need to order some
Thank
of
you.
that.
Thank you. Yeah, some of it will be on tour too if you miss it. Hey there, this is Showing Teeth, and you are listening to the Viktor Wilt Show on K Bear 101.